Hello, Frags and Beer family. Welcome back to Beard Wizard Reviews. I'm your host, Zaymot, also known as Trevor on social media. Links to all of which you can find in the video description below, including links to my books and ways to support the channel, like thebeardstruggle.com, the merch store. If you want your very own Grey Raven Tavern and Meadery shirt, only available there. It's the hardest to find tavern and meadery in the world. And we have the shirts, so you can check those out. Other ways to support the channel, but the biggest way is just to click that subscribe button and join the Frags and Beer family. And also follow over on Twitch, where I do most of my long-form gaming stuff now. I'm also releasing highlight videos on the YouTube channel and doing smaller stuff on the YouTube channel. But all of my 2-3 hour Let's Plays and game streams are all going to be on Twitch now. So check that out and follow if you're interested in that. All right, so I told you yesterday that we were going to look at Cain's new one this week, but I forgot that I didn't look at his newest one last week. He released 2 new songs. I think it was last week he released 2 new songs, and we looked at one, Crazy Dreams. We did not look at Shady's Bar, and I like Shady's Bar. It's a great song. It goes into Al's history. It gives us an insight into his early days as a musician at a hometown bar, and I love the song. I love Al's storytelling. I love the little bit of humor in this and the nostalgia. And it's also got those home video type clip things that I really like, the pictures and things that kind of show us the history of the artist, where they come from and where they've been and all of that. So I love that kind of stuff. So we're going to take a look at Shady's Bar from Cain. Full disclosure, Cain's my uncle, but he is an independent artist and storyteller and songwriter, so deserves to be on this show just as much as anybody else. So giving him a fair shake, just like everybody else. So be sure to check out his channel when we're done here. But we are going to dip our toes into Shady's Bar from Cain. Pause is necessary, etc., etc. Say hi if you're in the live chat. Here we go. Cheers.
I drive into my hometown to that old corner bar where my little country band used to play.
Stillwater was
It
the band.
sits there on the corner just like it used to do. I sure would like to play there one more day.
I think you should, Al.
There's just one stop
Play it again.
light in that little country town. It's been blinking since I don't know when. The parking lot is empty and the windows boarded up, and that old bar sign swinging in the wind.
Now, I have not been to Shady's Bar, or I can't remember the actual name. I think Al puts it in the description here of the song. The actual name of the bar. Of course, he's singing about Beale City, Michigan, at a bar called Shirley's, where he played when he was younger with Stillwater in 71, 72. Where they did covers of top 40s at the time. So back then you're talking, some pretty good stuff. Top 40s in 71 and 72. That was a good era of music to be playing. And yeah, I love the nostalgia of this song. I've obviously been to Beale City a couple times. Actually, I was there last year. I think it was there last year. Went through there to visit family, went by that. I don't remember the bar, though. We didn't really drive through Beale or look at the sites or anything. But again, I love the sort of home video, the insight into the artist, kind of look into their life is always really cool. So here we go with some more.
When just a small town singer in a little country band, hoping that one day I'd be a star. Wherever that road takes me on this long country ride, I'll always remember Shady's Bar. That old bar stage always seemed so big back in those early days, and the hot spotlight shining down on the band like sunshine.
Look at that. Look at that. Hold on. Look at that right there. That is some epic stage presence right there. I mean, I know we laugh at that now. We talk, but that, I mean, you don't have a lot of young bands or new bands really trying. Like, these guys are clearly trying to brand themselves early on, and I mean, bands kind of do that now. They kind of try to fit into a a look or a style based on the music that they play. But it's kind of cool to see, like, these young guys were really thinking it through. Like, they were really dedicated to this enough to sort of brand themselves as a band. Similar, like, in that area, you're talking Beatles, Monkees, the multi-piece bands that are flying out of my head now, but all of them, the Animals, all either dressing in the same theme or dressing the same way, to sort of brand themselves and create their style. It's a little different back then, because now when you look at a rock band, you expect to see, black leather and boots, and in the 80s you expected to see big hair and spandex, but back then you would have bands that were really trying a lot of different things, from the Animals wearing three-piece suits in some of their stuff, to the Monkees and their turtlenecks, and it was interesting to see how you would have bands with the same style with completely different looks, and that doesn't happen a lot in the last maybe 3 or 4 decades. Once you got into the 80s, everybody was trying to look the same, and you could almost pinpoint a band's style by how they dressed, where back here, like, you wouldn't be able to tell what type of music they played based on their look, because it's their own look. It's not based on the style of music they play, and I find that kind of interesting. It's a great one. And Al right there in the middle, of course.
Now we were so proud of the music that we made, as the dancers would move around the floor. As the night rolled on and the drinks began to flow, the crowd was always yelling out for more. Freebird! Just a small town singer in a little country.
Was Freebird even a thing in '71?
That one day would be a star. Wherever that road takes me on this long country ride, I'll always remember Shady's bar.
Oh, Al outdated himself on that one. Hold on. I got distracted. I need to back it up a little bit. I have to poke Al a little bit. Freebird didn't come out till '73. So when Stillwater was playing '71, '72, nobody was asking for Freebird, but that was still funny.
My memories drift back there to those happy
Oh, there you go. Hold on. Hold on. Look at that hotness right there. Now you're getting into a little bit different style, because that earlier picture really had the feel of a sort of 60s band. And now you're really starting to see the 70s disco influence, a little bit of Elvis influence, a little bit of I don't want to say the Doors influence, because I think that's going to put me off in time too. When was the Doors were active? No, the Doors were active in the 67. So yeah, you're seeing some Doors influence here. You're seeing some Elvis influence with the embroidery and the collars. I'm loving the Lincoln shirt. Yeah, that's fantastic. I love seeing. This is why I love seeing this kind of stuff when bands do this, because it really shows you where they came from. It shows you what influenced them. A lot of times you can see, you see a different personality. Even in a still image, you see a bit of a different personality, and get a little bit more you get to know them a little bit more. So I love this. What a fantastic picture. That is cool as hell. I love that.
To those happy days, as I slowly drive away in my car. Now life seems so simple in those days so long ago, and the good times we had at Shady's bar. Just a small town singer in a little country band, hoping that one day I'd be a star. Wherever that road takes me on this long country ride, I'll always
There he is now.
remember Shady's bar.
There he is now.
And the good times we had at Shady's bar.
That's cool. What a great journey to see. I love the song. I love the story behind it and that nostalgia feel. I mean, he's not lying when he says Beale City is a one stoplight town. It is a little bitty town in Michigan. That may have been the only one, maybe one of only a couple of bars in that town. They I think, if I remember right, they had a church, they got a gas station and a store, and not much else. Beale City is I mean, it's Beale City, but it ain't no city by any stretch of the imagination. And it's cool to see an artist go back and kind of tell you about how they came up in song. And that's what Al's great at. He's great at that storytelling. He's great at painting that picture and giving you that scene. So fantastic song. I love the home video stuff, the old pictures and the footage. I love seeing that stuff, not just because it's family. I mean, I love seeing that kind of stuff with family, but I love seeing that stuff with an artist too. I think that's a fantastic way to get to know them. Great song. Make sure you go check out Al's channel. Make sure you subscribe over there. He definitely needs more subscribers. So click that red button, go over there. Tell him the Frags Beer Network sent you so he knows where the love is coming from. And check out the rest of the stuff on the channel. We got a lot of great stuff, a lot of cool songs, and fantastic artists. And you might find your next favorite band on here, so check them out. Thank you, everybody who was here. Anybody else, leave me a comment. Let me know what you